Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with the Fall Skirmish. As always, I'm Zeke, and this week we are joined by TSM Myth. Hello. We've had a day full of incredible gameplay. 6 games from Europe, 4 games so far from North America.
Yes.
It's been super fun hanging out with you.
Hey, I'm hanging out with you too.
I'm hanging out with you as well. For you guys that maybe are just tuning in late, welcome to the show. Hope you've had an awesome day. Let's really quickly touch on the format coming into this week. Obviously, with every week we swap the format. We've gone with the modified version of last week. Big bonus. So 6 games total in the solos format. Victory L's are worth 3 points. Second and third place are worth 2 points. And then placing between 4th and 10th are worth 1 point.
Yes, don't forget about eliminations. 7+ eliminations will get you 3 points. 5 to 6 eliminations will get you 2 points. And 3 to 4 eliminations will get you 1 point. And there is also the big bonus. It is in the name of the game, where you get 1 point and 7.5K for every elimination past 7 eliminations.
That's right. And only one player has actually activated the big bonus. That is Poach. So right after that was in game number 1 as well. So before even placing in top 20, Poach walks away with 15K. So, he's probably feeling pretty good. There's a lot at stake here. Not only the prize money, obviously the club points as well. And we should also, I guess, touch on standings probably going into the last 2 games of EU. North America. Hi, how's it going? We'll really quickly touch on standings. So, again, Tfue right at the top, 12 points, maintaining his lead. Now, Lucky Llamas, you guys have 3 members in top 5. Probably pretty excited about that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And don't forget, it's the top 20 competitors that place in the money. So right now, Hogband sitting comfortably in that 20th spot, but Amaze, Salt, Baldy, etc. not too far behind him. Now, with all that being said, Myth, we're going to hop into the final 2 games of the day. What do you think so far?
I think so far it's been a great show. Just plain and simple. I think a lot. I do see the differences between EU and NA gameplay as we've gone deeper into these matches.
Yeah.
And overall, I really want it to end with like a bang. You know, like the last game, I want to have like 2 people with
big bonus.
Big bonus.
Yeah, dude, that would
something
actually be
crazy
cool.
like that, or match 5. Speaking of it,
here we go. We are hopping in. Ladies and gentlemen, obviously don't forget to use that hashtag Fall Skirmish. We love hearing from you guys and talk about the format. What have you enjoyed? What do you wish to see differently going into next week? But here we go. Battle Bus is launching. So now I think one of the things we've kind of identified, obviously, right, are some of the good key hotspots. Pleasant Park, Tilted Towers, Wailing Woods, and even things like Paradise Palms and Resale Row. Currently, that's where we're seeing a lot of the players go. We typically see, like 6, 7 players out in Tilted. In Wailing, we see upwards of 8 just because, there's a lot of play space up there. You got risky reels to go to. You've got the houses near there. You can go inside Wailing Woods, inside the cabins there, and then obviously the floating island. So now we'll have to see. I'm curious to see how players adapt coming into these final 2 games, right? They're like, okay, we've played 4. We're all warmed up. We kind of roughly know what's going on as far as like placements. Now we just have to go all in and leave it all on the table, right?
Yeah, no doubt with that. And you see like sort of like the same patterns like you said during the start of it, where you have somebody, these cluster of people wailing, Tilted, Pleasant, or even like Retail Row. And I think it's interesting to see the people that find that one drop alone. Like look at Yonder Yard, right?
Yeah.
Just one person there, and that's insane. That's a drop that's insanely valuable. So I think something like that. You have Hesse coming up the north side of the map, the drop all alone with 2 houses. But EU Dimes and Razefire instantly getting into the action, both at around the same HP. I think maybe Dimes has like 9 more HP with that sliver of shield that he has, but Raze is gonna do his best.
Double shotgun versus double AR.
Yeah, that's trouble.
That's but Dimes secures it. He was waiting for him to break that wall, and suddenly Dimes finds himself in a more favorable spot in that he gets an elimination. But health looking real low right now. But man,
definitely.
Check out Tilted Towers. Currently sitting on 7 people with 1 person not too far in the wings, but take a look at this replay from Lucky Landing. Oh, there you go. So KU has been eliminated there. Dude, we've already kicking off
game
things with
spray.
the action.
It's happening.
Oh my God. Boss takes down Barton. And look, Exus is right across the way there inside Risky Reels. Risker isn't too far away either. There's a lot of action happening right here. We also get the new safe zone, so currently these players are within the safe zone. It's more north.
Yes. And this is one of those circles where I personally feel like if somebody's going to redeem big bonus, this is it.
This is it.
Not the highs and lows, the high ground. There's nothing insane to play for necessarily. You know, you could play if it shifts toward one of these hills on the west side or on the east side, then you have a little bit of difficulty, but it's most likely going to end up right in that center, whether south of Lazy Links or just shift even north and stay on Lazy Links. And we're going to see a lot of really, really fun late game, and I'm actually very excited for this match. I think this will be the match that we see it come up again. It's going to happen.
Bonus.
Yeah.
You think so? All right. Predictions have been made with you guys at home. Fall Skirmish, hit us with that hashtag. Do you agree? Do you hope us now? And if so, how many big bonuses? If you're right, I'm going to personally give you a high 5. But heading over to Lazy Links, we see 2 players here. Harrian's super low, 18 HP, and against the likes of Reverse.
It's basically whoever gets their shotgun shot off, and Reverse does have the shotgun that basically plays the favor toward that longer engagement range compared to Harion's and his pump. But it's all about who's going to get the shot off.
Oh!
And Reverse plays the low ground phenomenally, taking advantage of the time that Harion is spending shooting his AR and making a peek happen where he would never expect.
The replay from Boss against the likes of Risker. Can he get it? He does.
Already at 3 eliminations with a medkit and minis. He has the grappler. He's just farming his mats now. And these, like, Boss's early game, I want to know, this is what needs to happen for the big bonus to happen. 3 kills early game. You're in a spot where you could farm all these materials. This is the solid position that Boss needs to be in. This is prime time Boss.
That's right. Heading back over to Tilted, we see Dr. Lupo, Gank Logan, Mason is here. There's still 5 players left alive. Nox takes down Mista. They're in the kill feed. We saw it. And again, man, so I'm interested to see why we've seen a lot of slow play coming out of Tilted Towers. It just feels like everyone's... We saw it a lot in EU as well. You know, people just playing that slow game.
Well, yeah, we've seen it out of EU, but it's completely different in NA, like I've stated before, where you have players, it's not players contesting each other 24/7 and not gaining anything out of it. It's the slow play because players are just waiting for their mats to get up. They're just slowly farming. And compared to this, we have Wenda Bodies and Nibs basically fighting for this house here. And I think 2 people in the other house right next door as well. Oh no, it's just Cube Train. Okay.
We saw, remember, Nibs get that snipe on Cube Train earlier. Probably looking for a little bit of revenge. And now in that kill feed, you can see top right, we've got the diamond immediately snaps toward him and is making the way over. Look at that. Cube Train's like, all right, I know you're here,
I want
Nibs.
it on the fun.
Yeah, you headshot me last game, okay? You got an angle. Now I want my revenge. He's got the Splodes. 6 of them, Myth. He can open up this house.
6 clingers. Yeah, this is scary. This is scary because here's what's going to happen. Nibs is going to think he has 1, 2, maybe 3 max, right? But then once the 4th, 5th, 6th one start coming out, then it's you're going to be in a situation where it's like, okay, do I like one of them is going to hit him if he finds a position to just whale him with them.
I actually like that. So in most situations, he would have edited his roof right there and just start throwing them down. He edits the roof, and then immediately Nibs is like, nope, I don't know what's going on. I don't like it, and disengages. And now Coop Train's just getting more information. Just playing it slow. Sure, man, move around the house. I'm not using anything. I'm not really using that many mats. Also farming up mats while he's breaking the house, replacing his own, placing his own floors and things like that.
Yeah, now we have another challenger
coming in. Yeah, who is that? Back over to Tilted, though. Mason.
Mason v. Dr. Lupo.
Oh, he clips Dr. Lupo. It's Game Sager. Okay, so Game Sager looking to join in on the fun, Myth. Boop still. I mean, look, he's so confident. He's going to stop and pick up this chest. Rift to go. Okay. Silenced AR as well.
All stuff that's worth it.
Game Sager still just down below. He's like, yep, I hear you up top. I'm going to keep quiet. That was
a weird
scary.
position for Coop Chain to be in, because I think what's going through Coop Chain's mind right now is, hey, I want to get these clingers out of my inventory, but I want to get a kill for doing so. Right. I want to get an elimination for doing so, because I want to get this Rift to go and use it. But if I could use these clingers correctly, I could get something good out of it. And that's what I think we're going to see here coming out of Coop Train. Goes for that high ground, gets the shot.
Oh, man.
Here's the thing. He has high. Going to use the grappler again, and he's going to actually pay for... I'm actually really, really surprised by the fact that Coop Train just didn't play his strength there. He had, what, 5 clingers left. 5 clingers available that he could have easily used to lob at his opponent while he had the high ground and put himself at in a better situation overall. I'm kind of confused with that play to just grapple her up when your opponent clearly has line of sight on you, clearly has vision.
Especially when he took high ground and he only had the 1 grid above him. At that point, just bail. Just use grappler, go back across either the building or just fall down, reassess. Because remember, there was that other player in Game Changer who was close by. And it looks like someone else, taking a look at the minimap, someone else is joining in on Pleasant Park. But man, we've got 67 players left here, and now everyone is trying to utilize Floating Island. Did you know that the community has dubbed the cube Kevin? This is Kevin's Kingdom.
Yeah, Kevin's Kingdom.
Kevin's Kingdom.
I heard that before. It's a cute little kingdom.
Cute little kingdom.
Science here. Science versus Jump Band. They're both trying to find their way in this fight. Trying to find a little bit of damage onto the other one. I don't know if Science has gotten a shot on Jumpman yet. I'm pretty sure he has. But Jumpman definitely knows he has armor. And it gets 2 more tech shots off on him. Goes for the spray down. Science with a shoddy shot. Not going to deal a significant amount of damage. Didn't necessarily hit him right on. And that range of engagement definitely isn't.
Oh, it's Boss.
Boss floating around the island.
Hey, what's going on up here, guys? How you guys doing?
I want to fight.
I like that he used the slurp like right off the bat, and now it's almost like a ticking time bomb, right? Jump Line's just waiting so long. Science is just topping off on shields. He snaps back, no repercussions here. Now obviously Boss joins in as well, but he's got all this. He got all that
spray down. He's whipping out the pickaxe in front of Boss. No. Oh no.
Wow, Boss showing and representing Dusty Dog, saying, boys,
this is
pickaxe.
Good for Boss.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. I don't know what Boss's current standings are in the tournament, but he is building up the momentum to just become a force in this late game. I mean, 1.5k mats. If he gets another elimination, if he finds somebody else to eliminate and it gets their materials, he's going to be in such a strong position. You see somebody floating up above him, but there's the overall elimination scoreboard. You can see exactly who's where, how much HP, how far they are away from the storm, and that's going to be interesting to see this in this next upcoming circle. And he sees a few people underneath him. He's going to just go for a nice little safe area.
Near Tomato, I like that. Something interesting about Boss, he's currently 66th on the leaderboard. So if he has a stellar game, man, he could find himself suddenly in the top 20. We'll have to see how that develops going forward. But Pupper, man, he's here against Bubba Boosh. Boo Boo Bush. Boo Boo Babush. Now I'm just making up funny ways to say it. Now, here's the thing, man. Storm's only taking for, it looks like 2 now.
Does Pupper have rockets? Is that what I seen? Does he have a GL?
I don't think so.
Or was that mistaken? Or am I just playing tricks on me?
Oh, no, he does. It does.
Yeah, like at this point,
just rocket the whole thing?
Yeah, disengage. Try to play underneath this guy and just let him have it. You know he's low. You know he's ticking. You haven't heard him heal yet.
Yeah, he's just kind of like wasting mats here. There's loot down below to claim.
Like, there's a lot of building happening right now, but the person underneath him ain't moving. And now they're just going to have a heal off in the middle of the game. What?
They're like, is it late game yet? Initiate heal
No,
off.
it's the wrong time of the game for this, boys. One of you guys has got to go. And here it happens. Pupper decides that he wants to just wait till Baboosh does it.
They're fighting for a long time.
There's no aggression from the person that's supposed to be the aggressor.
Man, yeah, I don't like. I mean, again, he's got the rocket.
And here we go. And it puts Baboosh in this. Oh man, see, and now
this is
Baboosh has the high ground now, and Pupper on the low. Baboosh, it wants it though. He has no heals, and guess what? He's gonna lose the elimination to the Storm. JK, Baboosh is coming through.
He's trying to get the meds. Oh, not fast enough. 54th is his current placement there. Man, Myth, that was not worth it.
That was more than not worth it. That was like, I don't know what I watched. You remember what I talked about earlier? Like, this is Fortnite. That ain't Fortnite. That's the complete opposite. I don't know what just happened.
Yeah, I feel like at that point, man, when you're starting to question, like, there's you could tell those players were like, dude, should we be here?
They were in a fight prior. One of them had information over the other in terms of health. And I think that person was Pupper, and he definitely could have played that situation out better. But on and off to Tfue here, rocking a 2-3 loadout. And what that means basically he's rocking 3 utility, 2 actual weapons. So he has a grappler, minis, grenades, and then AR shotgun. And we'll see how he plays up this situation. He's just staying to the center of that circle, hoping that the zone comes toward him. As you see, he's top of the leaderboard right now. So coming into these next few games, it's going to be critical for him to hold that position. Aspect, if he's still alive this game, he's probably trying to just come up and do the best he can. Yep, he is alive. He is well and in the zone as well. So as you see there, he's on the bottom left side of the circle next to Blue T and Hogman.
Something I really appreciate about where everyone is right now, Tfue currently sitting dead center of that new safe zone.
He's in a great position right now. Landjock holding onto that quad launcher. I would love to see some quad launcher gameplay right now in this competitive environment.
Come on, please, Landjock. Just do it.
I'll just lug him.
Dude,
just let him have
why
it.
not? Just fire him straight up. Open up your ceiling, fire him straight up.
Can you genuinely imagine? You think that
that
could actually work?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It just takes a long time. It takes like 5 or 6 seconds for them to turn around, but he could totally do that.
Can you imagine on a rotation, he just lugs up 3?
Oh.
He just boom, boom, boom.
That would
3 eliminations.
Sir Demetrius here, though, trying to close in on someone. Tfue, again, just chilling. Dead center of this new safe zone. Again, man, he's just not doing anything he doesn't have to do. Just continually gathering information, taking his time. We see Hysteria pick up an elimination there on Dusty. So Boss still alive in this. 4 eliminations. Over to Aspect. A lucky Llama.
Represent.
48 players left in the current lobby, Myth. We also get a new safe zone. And I believe actually Tfue is not that far from this current.
No, not at all.
zone.
If anything, I think he might be in it.
Not he's like on the edge or something like that, yeah.
But Aspect we've seen had 0 eliminations, but a very, very good amount of mats.
Oh, he finds an elimination on Boss of all people.
Really?
We saw Boss having a stellar start, but Tfue said, listen, man, I need to shut you down. I'm sorry. Oh, I like the quick edit. He comes back out and he says, look, I see you grappling. Let's take some shots. Now, this is his build, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh, I believe that was the quad launcher.
Oh, it is. Oh, it is.
It just makes a very
love to see it.
distinct sound. There it is.
Yeah.
It's Vivid. All right, Vivid, just arc them up. Look up, Vivid. Yeah, more. Dude, I love these things. They're so cool. Now just lob one up. Just see what happens.
I think they do a really good job at taking out somebody's base if it's like newly built, right? If somebody's in that 1x1 stacked high, You know, you don't have to wait forever to basically get it out, and it's precise. You have control over it.
Right.
But Tfue finding himself in this situation that might not be favorable here in a couple of seconds if anybody else notices that the amount of pressure is put on him, and you see it, and I mean, that might have been Vivid's quad launcher, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised, but rockets are being thrown in this area.
Right across the way, right in front. Misses the grappler. Now he's got that low ground.
And he's just trying to make people forget that he even exists there.
Right.
That's vital to Tfue's next plan, because he has the low ground here, and he definitely just wants to, make them forget and then make a rotation.
He's so good at finding these windows to rotate when no one is going to retaliate.
And he's in the middle. He's in the middle of everyone right now. And with the zone about to close in, I mean, that's the time you want to do it while the people are moving inward, right?
Don't forget, Hogman currently in 20th. He's the 20th spot player right now, looking to make some stuff happen. Aspect as well, currently top 5. Again, we're finding ourselves in a top 36. These are competitive games.
Oh, yeah. And Hesse, 3 eliminations, has 200 HP. Just going to note that out there, because that is pretty insane. That's pretty big to have this much HP at this point in the game. That's not what everybody has.
Look at the loadout, Myth.
Yeah, definitely a lot of opportunity for him here. He has the mat count as well. There's nothing stopping him back, really, other than somebody maybe built up in a base. Using Stink in that situation to get the pressure off of that guy, that's understandable. He just wants to get into this rotation. He just wants to get into the zone. That person's not quitting. He's not stopping the pressure. He's not letting off the gas pedal.
Being able to top off with those minis, and now we start to see people start to scramble. Storm's going to move in. We need to get to the new safe zone. I like that ricochet there from Nox. Dang, it bounced really high up there.
He just seen somebody's a ghost in there, just moved out though. I don't know if he's aware of that, but Nox has no shotgun. That is tragic going into the late game. That is a large chunk of health that is typically, you know, that people typically dish out during these late games that he doesn't have. So seeing the way he plays, he might just have to stay spooky here.
I don't know how I feel about this. This is kind of cool because he can navigate, but he can't retaliate. It could be really good. Like, he could just zip face through someone's build and be okay, but there's still that, like, time where you have to release the Shadow Stone.
Definitely, and he can't come out of it.
Wait, does he not? No, wait, what? Does he not see that?
No, he doesn't see the guy in the bush.
What? Are you serious?
No, he does.
Wait, no, he does. He's going back. Wait, who is this? Who's been sitting in this bush? Man? So Tyler says, look, you came back. Who was that?
It's Zate!
Zate?
Yes!
So Zate was sitting there watching this ghost?
Zate's been practicing that. I'm not kidding.
Really?
Yeah. We're playing squad scrims, right?
Okay.
Before, or like squad customs, and he was just sitting he was just bushing around. He got us to 4th place. I'm telling you, he's the bush of the future.
Oh my God.
Monkey Llama represent.
Wow. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Some insight there that only Myth can provide.
Yep.
My, oh my. Tfue still alive in this game, but man, Matt's
I remember that
great.
Clutch. I remember that fourth game clutch with the bush. It was phenomenal. He tried to make it happen.
Shoutouts to you, Zate. But
Tfue on the high.
Do you see his ammo count right now? Well, hold on. Hold that thought.
Never mind.
It's all fixed. Just kidding.
Oh, but they gave him a sniper with no ammo. That's
you know, I probably would have just left that behind personally. But, well, yeah, there you go. He's like, I just don't need this.
Worthless.
Just take you empty. But now we are moving into the nearing top 20. Top Boy takes out Nikisi. Currently Tfue, Hesse, Top Boy, Kenneth, B-Sox all have 3 eliminations sitting at the top.
There's a lot of players at 3 eliminations, Zeke.
Blue T eliminates
Tfue. Tfue, Top Boy going out. Currently, B-Sox poach. His damage getting ticked.
B-Sox just down to the storm. There is a lot of things happening here in this tight little space.
Definitely.
Look, even the lights of Nate Hill are still alive, Myth. And now
Nate Hill looked like he whatever. It looks like he's out of the, like, he came with whatever he got from
wherever he landed.
Wherever he landed. Like that.
he landed that late game. Let's go. It's time.
Yeah, that's what's up. you know, him being able to survive all this time. Hopefully he can find a pick and make the best out of it. But if somebody has any shield up against him, it's going to be a tough battle. If you know, one of these guys, they just got to have their shots on lock. Oh, and Kenith finding a way back here.
Yes.
Going to grab one of the Shadow Stones.
That's right. Builds don't matter to me. I phase through all of it. And if no one's paying attention, they will not see the spooky ghost.
That's true. And now he's invisible.
Look at him. Yep. If you don't move when you're under Shadow Stone,
guess what?
Make no wisps.
He's just going to try to find an elimination to go for here.
Can you imagine how like low-key stressful it is? Because like on your screen you see your shadow, but they don't see you, so they're walking by you and you're probably like, oh, he can't see me. I'm invisible.
Yeah.
There's a lot going down. Liquid Poach though.
Oh, it's getting taken out by Kenith.
4 eliminations to his.
So did Kenith do it? Oh wait, we're gonna need a post gameplay replay after this. I need to know.
Did he take down Poach? Is that what you're
asking?
No,
no, because Kenith was the person with the Shadow Stone.
Oh, right.
And then he came out and then eliminated Poach. I think.
I hope so.
But I hope that's the case. Double barrel here. He's going to try to dance with his opponent here, breaking through some builds. They're currently I think they're mid-ground. I think there's one person underneath them, if I'm mistaken. There's one person above them, and that is basically the rest of the game. We're going to see how this plays out. So you got pressure from underneath. Yes, you have Hesse, and then you have pressure from up. No, sorry, that was up above.
Something to think about. You got Hesse, Kenith, Gorilla, and Vivid are the final 4 players in this game.
This tree and Vivid! He's getting rocked! Hesse playing the tree, being an unexpected threat. So now you have these 3 players, 1 ultimate high, 1 right above you. What do you do if you're in Hesse's position? Gorilla sees Kenith, right? But he doesn't necessarily understand where the 3rd person is. Never mind! They take the engagement. Hesse wins the trade. It's Kenith versus Hesse now. And Gorilla is in a dangerous position. Here's why. Double barrel could be the end of him, and Kenith has it.
Kenith could look to find this elimination. Look at him. He's just waiting. He has no builds.
And there it is! The double barrel patiently plays it out, executes properly. Kenith coming up big there with 6 eliminations.
Now keep in mind, he did not meet that final threshold of 7. Super, super close. But all in all, is still going to walk away with 5 points to hit the board. And look at the flick shot. Ow! Super clean. He was ready to go. The only thing he did not have was mats. But he had everything else. He had minis, he had close range, and the compact SMG, and the double barrel. He was ready to go.
And Gorilla tried playing that bush. I don't know if you've seen that.
Yeah, he said, wait, did Zayt?
That would have been insane.
I've heard the legend of Zayt. Let me play the bush. But as soon as he landed, he hopped out. That was a pretty fun game there. Kenith obviously winning that game. We'll take a look at some of the highlights coming out of these games here shortly. But again, that was the 5th game of the day. We've got 1 game left to play.
1 final match.
It's still anyone's game. It's still anyone's game. Don't forget, Tifi was currently sitting at the top. Now, we haven't seen current standings, so we'll keep you guys up to date as to when we get those. But my oh my, Myth. 1 game left to play. How do you feel that this last game has set the tone going into this final game?
So, well, we don't know what the scoreboard is exactly yet, but once players sort of figure that out, I think that's going to be the big thing that determines how people play. Are they just going to try to play for? Are they going to try to hold their position? Or are they going to try to play for the position above them? Is the person above them, like, is that even a tangible goal? And I think the way we're going to see it play out is just, I think people are going to try to go for the big bonus if they're not in that situation. But like we've seen in EU, where we thought that people were going to play for the big bonus because it's the last game, why not go all out, right? We've seen the complete opposite, where people are like, yo, slow down. Hold on the brakes, because I'm just going to play till late and get the late eliminations. But we kind of see that that's the NA's regular, you know what I mean? So what does it look like now? Is it going to be those mid-game engagements that people take if they could take them? Is it going to be the late-game engagements that we see an influx in? I don't know personally, but I'm definitely excited to see which one happens.
There you go. Wise words from Myth. Now, Myth, we also have that fun highlight of Poach. So we don't know who eliminated Poach in that last game. Let's take a look together. Was it
So Kenith was down there, and then he got out of stealth to do something else, I think.
There you go. So it was in fact him. There you go. So the Shadow Stone, proving to be useful.
He must have done that. Right?
Yeah,
it wasn't in the replay there, but he must have like seen them fighting, outed of stealth, and just like, I'm in here now, buddy. Like, let's go. Time to fight.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that I've seen that.
Yeah.
That was fun.
I like that we've seen a lot of different tools used. You got things like the Shadow Stone. You got things like the Stink Bomb, things you don't typically see. And a lot of these players are saying, hey, look, we're going to use all these things. We have all these tools available to us. This is Fortnite. It's time to make these games our own. We also have some highlights coming in from this last game. So let's take a look at that.
Awesome.
Man.
Roll it.
Man. Roll it. Man. Things coming down the wire. Final game coming up here shortly. I mean,
God, this fight.
There couldn't be more on the line for a lot of these players. Now, obviously, if you're Poach, you're like, dude, I am the only guy that's gotten the big bonus today. And you're probably feeling pretty good. If you're not Poach, you're probably going, man, why is Poach so good? Also, I would like a big bonus. So what I'm kind of hoping we see, the Zate plays there. They tried, but Kenith said, not today. I'm hoping we go into this final game, and like you're saying, people just, and we saw in EU, everyone slowed down. They're trying to play safer placement. I hope that's not the case here. I hope we go into this final game, and everyone's like, look, I'm going to lay it on the line.
It's the last game.
It's the last game. I'm going to play my heart out. Because I know for me, especially as a gamer, if I'm put in a similar situation, or it's like the last game of the night, or whatever it is that's going on, I want to give it my all. I don't want to like stop playing and go, man, you know what? Why didn't I do that thing? And then you're always like beating yourself up after the fact. So I would hope that all these players just say, look, I'm going all in, man. Whatever happens, happens. Final game. Let's see it happen.
Yeah, I think people will play the regular areas, like their drops that they're confident with and whatnot, and maybe we'll see a few people switch up their drop game and play towards something a little bit more populated. But I just think the big things that are going to change are people's aggression levels when they have the tools necessary. You know what I mean? And just trying to really stay away from those early game fights, because that, in my opinion, is what deters aggression in a lot of situations. This is where you take the early game fight, it lasts too long, now you don't have mats for mid game, now you don't have mats for late game. You're in a tough situation. So I think we're gonna see players try to search for, you know, the right early game engagements, and if it's not, get off of it instantly. Go farm, like Boss did. Boss had a phenomenal game lined up for him. Unfortunately, got eliminated by Tfue.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure. And I think if we would have seen him make it into late, he would have been. Like, he is the model of what needs to happen early game for you to be successful in the big bonus platform.
There you go. With that, Myth, we're going to take a look at the standings heading in here to the final game, game number 6. So Tfue, again, picks himself up an extra point. So he's still maintaining that lead, 13 points for the Rift Raiders. And again, your top 2, 3, and 4 are all Lucky Llamas, so Lucky Llamas rejoice! Poach, Aspect, and Vivid are up there, and don't forget, it's the top 20 that will place in the money. Right now, that's Zate. So those Bush tactics working out for Zate. He's a lucky llama.
I'll say it for him, dude. I'll say it for him. Yes! That's what he's like right now. Like, I clawed my way into top 20, Mom. Proud.
Now, hopefully, he can continue to edge out Cuddy, Chop It Down, and Joseph, but they are right behind them. So, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, did Zate legit get an elimination?
While in the bush. I believe he, remember, there was someone that walked up to him all ghostly, and he was like, are you in the, let me hop up here and pop out a ghost and come back. But was eliminated.
I feel like the bush did end up getting him the 20th place. And here's the funny thing. If he gets another point, he's going to win because of a bush. Like that.